Hi, this is Mark, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit more about our little patio garden and why we started it, how we got started, and just a little bit of background on that. My wife was raised on a farm, and she always liked fresh vegetables. Her dad always had a big garden where they raised tomatoes and okra and corn and different things. Well, we decided that we wanted to have some fresh vegetables. We wanted to have a little garden of our own. And living in an apartment makes that a little bit difficult. But we knew some things about container gardening and raised level gardening, and decided, well, we've got a patio, let's try that. So we went out and bought some swimming pools, little kiddie pools, about 6 inches deep, and we didn't buy any of the buckets to see, but we were able to find those trash cans along the side of the road that people, like I said, fly in the back of people's trucks or whatnot. And so we were able to find all those. We bought some of the bigger pots at yard sales. You can do the same thing. You can buy the buckets at some of the big box stores. And if you start early enough, you can even find the swimming pools at yard sales. They won't be as expensive that way. And what you do to get started is, now there's several things I didn't know about gardening. My wife said she's the brains, I'm the brawn. I don't know if I believe that. But anyway, her idea was that we probably needed to put some holes in the pools, in the pots, so that the water can drain out. Because if the water stands inside the pot or inside the pool, it would cause the vegetables to rot, the plants to rot. And if you never noticed, on the bottom of planters, like the pots that you have your plants in, they've got holes in the bottom. That's so the water doesn't just stand inside the pot. But so we took and drilled about a 1/4 inch sized holes in all the swimming pools and the buckets. The pots, of course, already had those in them. If you don't have access to a drill, you can take the pools out into the backyard or in the yard somewhere, and take a hammer and a nail, and just from the top down, you want that hole to be down, because if it's up, the plastic will be pushed up and the water wouldn't drain efficiently. So the hole has to be going from the top down. You just knock about 5 or 6 little holes with the nail in the bottom of your pools, and that will allow the water to drain out. And once you've done that, you can get your dirt from your yard. If you have a good sized yard, you just go out and dig up a bunch of dirt. That's called topsoil. We didn't have that availability to us because we live in an apartment, so we had to go out and actually buy the dirt, and we mixed it with potting soil, and that's what we used. Of course, you have your own dirt. You can mix it with fertilizer, put it in your pots and in your swimming pools. What you want to do about probably 6 weeks before you actually do the planting is to take and pull as much of the grass and the weeds out of that dirt that you have in your pots and in your pools out of there, and then hose it down, get the ground good and wet, and then cover that dirt with clear plastic. What that's going to do is it's going to create like a steam or a heating effect. I don't know if you've ever left a swimming pool or slip and slide, something like that, out in your yard for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and then went out there and picked it up and everything was dead underneath. That's kind of the same effect. It heats that ground up about 5 inches down and kills all that grass and the seeds and the weeds down beneath that, on that ground. So that would be a good thing to do for about 6 weeks before you actually plant your vegetables. Once you've done that, take the plastic off, and you've got a good, rich soil there to plant whatever it is you want to plant. You can plant, like the pools we found are good for squash, for cabbage, lettuce, any kind of lettuce, bib lettuce, iceberg lettuce. And the pots, the buckets, they're better for your bigger plants, like we use it for tomatoes, and you can see they work quite well for that. You can see quite a few tomatoes growing. And that's pretty much how we got started, why we got started. It makes it just easy to take care of, easy to weed, easy to water, easy to irrigate. And it's just a wonderful way if you've got a limited amount of space, or even if you don't have a limited amount of space. You just want to keep everything close to you, easy to get to, easy to take care of, like it is right now with us. This is a wonderful way to do a garden. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time on my little patio garden.